Hi everyone, thanks for joining my channel. Today we will be exploring the Paiute Museum. This museum was wonderful. It is located by Pyramid Lake in Nevada. They had a lot of different plant species that are all native in the northern Nevada area. This little garden was able to be enjoyed for either a picnic area or just to walk a little path as you enter the museum. This was very fun to explore, and I rather enjoyed looking at all of the different species of plants and reading the sign. You could see a lot of the flowers were in full bloom, and we got to see a few purples and oranges. Each sign had information about how to use each plant as either medicinal, edible, or even to make tools or clothes. We were wowed as we entered the museum. We had to stop and check out the map. Each pin represents a different person from a different location from all over the world that have been able to visit this awesome museum. This museum had a lot of wonderful history about all of the natives that have served in any of the wars along the United States history that were from this area. One of my favorite parts about this museum was looking at all of the different arrowheads and artifacts. I loved seeing how all of these different artifacts were made from the plants that we saw earlier. These arrowheads and the arrowhead exhibit held a place near and dear to my heart, as it reminded me of Southern California where I grew up. My husband was teaching the girls how to make arrowheads as I got to explore this little cubby all by myself. It was quite enchanting, even the buffalo in the corner. I loved all of the art on the wall, and this hat was awesome, so I just had to get a quick run by. There was so much to explore and read. I did not take enough time to take all of this in. If you are ever in this area and you visit this museum, please designate some time to read everything that they have to offer. This exhibit was for the Native Americans who have gone missing in either our area or in the United States. They had a lot of our native species in stuffed forms, which was a little creepy to me. But I did enjoy seeing all of the different species of animals that are just in this tiny little area in northern Nevada. Here's more of that exhibit where the natives were going missing. This little area was bare. It could have had a lot more stuff, but it was nice to just have the museum basically to ourselves. There were a lot of displays of wardrobes that the Native Americans wore, and this was a fascinating part as well. I loved seeing all of the colorful wardrobes that the Native Americans wore. They recently had a powwow in our area that we sadly did not get to go to. However, if you make it down to the powwow, you will be able to see so much more of these unique outfits displayed and dances, as well as a lot of other Native American culture. My girls had a lot of fun, and I wish we could make it to the powwow next year. However, exploring the museum was just as much of a treat. We had to stop by this wonderful place before we stopped by Lake Pyramid. Exploring the museum was just as much of a treat. We had to stop by this wonderful place before we stopped by Lake Pyramid. This exhibit was awesome. It was about Sarah Winnemucca, which is who Winnemucca is named after. After exploring the museum for a little while longer, we decided to check out the displays that they have available to purchase some items handmade by the Native Americans in this area. I loved the jewelry that they had on display, and I wish that I had a little more spending money with me. So if you do visit this museum, be sure to bring a little extra cash. There was so much information about the lake that we were about to visit. We stopped to read a little bit of the information about the coral or rock structures that you will see later in the video. This was so awesome to see a pole from all of the Native Americans that have served in the wars around the United States, and see how many dog tags were attached to this pool. Upstairs was closed off, unfortunately. We could not visit that area. I think they were in the middle of adding more exhibits, or it's rented out or something like that. However, other Native American legends that people do not like to visit this lake as much as Lake Tahoe. And fun fact about this lake, every few years, the lake does a rotation if there's a heavy rainfall or a heavy snowfall. Once we finally got to the lake, I almost got eaten by spiders trying to explore and get down in the pelicans, but I did manage to get down to a little area where I got to take a couple videos of the pelicans. With a little more of a drive, we finally made it to Pyramid Lake. This lake is stunning, but very unpopulated. There are a couple myths about water babies, or Lake Pyramid is great for camping or just little day trips with your family. If you are in the area, please be respectful and always clean up after yourselves. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and whatever. Leave a comment below and have a wonderful day.